Hello, today I am going to describe a poem written by William Wordsworth. And this poem is very important because if you read the poem, you will come to know that in this poem, the poet is trying to point out the beauties of nature in our society. Now, I think that most of you will understand what the poem is that I am going to describe today. The name of the poem is Daffodils by William Wordsworth. In this poem, the poet is trying to say that nature is the only source of joy in this society where there is so much problems, where there are many people who are suffering from different sort of problems. The poet says that there is only one medicine in nature that can give men respite from all the problems. If you read the poem, you will come to know that in this poem, the poet is trying to point out that in our world there are many beautiful things to cherish for, but the beauties of nature are such that we can't ignore them. In this poem Daffodils, the poet is trying to say that once he saw 10,000 daffodils at once, and the beauties of those beautiful daffodils were so much in his mind that those became a part of his life in times of his sadness and problematic times. This specific poem is very significant in today's world. Nowadays, we are getting to know many problems arising out of frustrations, depressions in human beings. People have involved themselves in such a way in technological departments that they have lost all the connections with nature, and as a result of it they are uh, they are destroying the inner peace that they should have in life. I am describing this poem as this poem is very significant in today's world. The thoughts that the poet had thought some centuries earlier uh, is now very relevant in today's world. Uh, in this poem, you will also come to know that the poet is saying that once, when he was in a very sad mood, he went out to look out those daffodils in a village scenario, and when he saw those beautiful daffodils, he was so much impressed by those beauties that those beautiful daffodils became a part of his life, in the sense that when he would feel pain from the society, when he would get down from different problems, the beauties of those beautiful daffodils that he once experienced in his own eyes had become a source in his life till the last day of his life. And obviously those beautiful natural aspects had such a beautiful power that they provided the poet an inner joy and heavenly feelings. In this case, I also want to point out that the beautiful daffodils that the poet saw once is nothing but the beauties of nature that we should all worship. The poem is very relevant and it is very beautiful in the sense that in this poem the poet is trying to show that however advanced we may become, we should not detach ourselves from the nature because nature is the god itself, and if we do not respect god in our own ways, then it is certain that we are not getting to inner peace. You students know that Wordsworth belonged to the Romantic age of English literature, and in this Romantic age, there are many great English writers, and their main attention was to focus on the beautiful aspects of nature. They believed that nature had that power to heal the human mind. They believed that nature is the source of joy. So, in this postmodern period, we should go back to the thoughts of those romantic poets to make our life a little bit simpler in this problematic world. I also want to point out that the poets of the Romantic period were so much devoted in their poetic thought